Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Mithun. Today we are talking about introduction to Python programming, in which we're gonna talk about data types, functions, exception handling. So here we first talk about data types. What is data type? It is a value that is assigned to the variable. What is a variable? It is the you know uh, storage location or the memory location where the data can be stored. So for example, we have num is equal to 24. So here 24 is an integer that is assigned to the variable num. So the data type of num is integer type here. So here we have different types of data types in the Python. So let's say numeric, string, sequence, mapping, boolean, and set. Numeric refers to the integer, float, or the complex data types which holds the numerical values like int, which is a whole number, and float, which is a decimal number, and complex is real and imaginary, like linear and quadratic. So next we have a string like str. It holds a sequence of characters like hello world, etc. So the sequence consists of list, tuple, and range, which these list, tuple, and range holds the collection of items. And mapping, it is dictionary, which holds a key as, as well as value for it. And we have boolean, which is true or false. And a set is a collection of unique items. So numeric data type. Generally in Python, numeric data type is used to hold a numeric value such as integers, floating point numbers, and complex numbers that all fall under the Python numbers category. It's going to be defined as int, float, and complex classes. So if we talk about integer, it is a whole numbers without decimal. Let's take an example. Here, we assigned int 20 for a variable x. So on printing, we obtain a whole number, which is a integer data type. So in order to find out what type of data type, we use type X, print type X. On print type X statement, we obtain a you know output as class int, which is a int data type. Next we have floats. Float refers to the numbers with decimal point for greater precision. Whatever the number which consists of a decimal point, it's going to be float. So let us assign a variable x as float, that is 20.5. So on printing this variable, we obtain 20.5 as an output, which is a float value. So in order to you know understand what type of data type it is, we use type X here. So we obtain float data type. So if we talk about complex number, it represents the quantities with real and imaginary components. So let's say real and imaginary refers to, for example, linear, or quadratic equations. So here the variable is assigned with a complex of ij. So on printing, we obtain ij, which is a complex number. So in order to determine the data type, we use print type x. So we obtain the complex as a data type, complex class complex as a data type. So Python list. So what is a list? List is a collection of similar or different items, or it could be of values, any values, or it could be of anything. It's going to be separated by commas, and it is enclosed with bracket, that too square bracket here. But we can insert insert the value here, and we can delete, or we can slice, or whatever the modification we can do in the list. So here we have a variable x where the list is assigned as apple, banana, cherry. So on printing this variable, we obtain apple, banana, cherry that are separated by the commas and enclosed with square bracket. So in order to find the type of data type, we use type X. So we obtain list as a data type what we have been used for variable here. So we have Python tuple. What is the it is a order sequence of items which is same as list. It is a order sequence of list which is same as list, but only different is here in the list we can modify the values, or we can insert or delete, and we can whatever the modification is required we can do here. But in a tuple, once it is created, we cannot modify it. It refers to be as immutable, which means it cannot be modified here. So here we assign variable name as tuple like apple, banana, and cherry. So on printing, we obtain apple, banana, and cherry. Only difference is here it is different, separated by commas, and it is enclosed by parentheses, not the square bracket. In the list, it is enclosed by the square bracket, whereas in the tuple, it is enclosed by parentheses. And this is not, it cannot be modified, but it can be modified. So here is the example on typing X. We go on to obtain what type of data type, that is tuple here. So string, it's a sequence of characters. Sequence of character, it could be any type. It is, alphabets or numeric, any type of variable, characters. It could be separated by, it could be either, included with the double quotes, or it could be of single quotes. So here the a variable is assigned with hello world. So on printing the variable, we're going to obtain hello world as an output, and the type of data type is string, because whatever the you know the value that is assigned to the data type is, it's a string value. So the type of data type we obtained is string. So uh, set is an unordered collection of unique items, like apple, cherry, and banana. Unique item it could be, but it's going to be enclosed by the curly bracket like this. So here we have been assigned variable as apple, banana, and cherry. So apple, cherry, and banana, which is enclosed by the square bracket, we open as an output. And if we want to determine the data type, we use type X. So we're gonna get that as an what we are being used here. So next we have a Python dictionary. It's a ordered collection of items. Ordered collection of items, and it stores the elements in key. This is key. Here the name and the age is refers to be as a key, whereas a John and 36 refers to be as value. That is key going to be assigned with a value, and key going to assign with the value like this. So keys are unique identifiers that are associated with each value, like unique identifier. Like here we have name, and next we're gonna have age. Here the you know uh you know a string character we have. Here we have a integer character like that. Unique and unique identifiers. So it is closed by the curly brackets, and here the example we can see the whatever the output uh, we have been seen here. Variable is given with the dict name as a key, and John as a value. Here also key as an age, and value as a 36. On printing, we obtain this output. So in order to determine what type of data type, it is dictionary. So Python function. A function is a block of code that performs a specific task. It's a block of code which performs a specific task which is assigned in it. So here we're gonna, if we talk about the syntax, it is def name, that is parenthesis, and it is closed by you know semicolon. Dividing a complex problem into smaller chunks makes our program easy to understand and reuse. What's the function of the function is, you know, if we talk about a complex problem, it's going to be, you know, taken as a small chunks and it is going to be executed. So in function, we have create a function. Here, here we have def greet as a function here. Function we have created as a def greet, and in print statement we are given hello world. Let's talk in detail about this. Here the def refers to it as a keyword that is used to create a function, whereas a greet parenthesis refers to be as a name of the function, whereas a print hello world, which is a function body. So we have to create a simple function named as a greet that prints the hello world here. So calling a function, when the function greet is called, the programs control the transfer to the function definition. Whenever a you know function greet is called, it is you know transferred to the function definitions. So all the code inside the function is executed. All the code inside the function will be executed as, like here in this example we have given function as def greet and print hello world. So everything within this and printf outside the function. So all the whatever the uh, you know statement we are given in the function body, it is executed as hello word, outside function, etc. The control of the program jumps to the next statement after the after the function call. So we have Python return. It is an argument, or let's say the argument are inputs given to the in function. Like here we have input given for num and num2, which is 5 and 4. So we obtain n because we are doing additional operation, which are assigned value is added up here. So the here the integer data type we have given assigned for num1 and num2. So we have to create a function named add numbers with argument in num1 and num2 here, as shown in the this program. So here we are talking about function return. We return a value from the function using the return statement. So we can return the value by using a return statement here. So whatever the value that is going to be uh, obtained as a result is returned here. So like if we given 3, 3 to the power of 3, it is 9. We obtain 9 as a return value here. And return statement also denotes that function has ended. It denotes the function has ended. And any code after return is not executed. Any code here written is, it will not be executed after this. Whatever return statement is written here, after the whatever the statement is given, it could not be executed. Next we have pass statement. So it serves as a placeholder. It serves as a placeholder for future code, preventing errors from empty code blocks. Preventing error from empty code box, and it's typically used where code is planned but has yet to be written. So in a Python library, it provides some of the inbuilt functions that can be used directly using used in the program. And we do not need to create the function, we just need to call them. So some of the Python library are print sqrt, which refers to as a square root, and POW. So print t refers to as it prints the string inside the quotation marks, whereas sqrt, that is returns the square root of a number, whereas a POW returns the power of a number. So Python exception handling. Since exception abnormality terminate the execution of a program, it is important to handle exceptions. In Python, we use the try exception block to the handle exceptions. We have Python try exception block. This is the syntax of this. We use try with semicolon and code that have to be um, exception, which consists of exception code, and we have exception and code to be run when the exception occurs. So when an exception occurs, it is caught by the exception block, and then the block cannot be used without a try block. Okay. Next we have Python try. So in some situation we might want to run a certain block of code if the code block inside the try runs without any errors. For these cases, you can use optional else keyword with the try statement. Whereas in the Python try finally, in this Python try finally is always executed no matter whether there is an exception or not. And the final blocks is optional, and for each try block, there can be only one final block here. Thank you.